Hey, what's going on? Thanks for joining. So, today what I wanted to show you was how I planned out my meals for the week to hit my macros and did my grocery shopping for $52. Okay? I just want to show you how to make it easier and more affordable to stay in your macros, and this is specifically if you're in a fat loss phase. Okay? So, a couple things I want to remind you first. When you're in a fat loss phase, it is easier and cheaper to eat the same meals on repeat, right? Sometimes it's best to let go of needing the variety and needing that dopamine hit, because that is what it is. And that's potentially what got you into the place you're in to begin with, right? And you're trying to get out of there, so you have to change. But remember, that's only temporary, right? When you move through the other phases, when you get back to maintenance, then variety is a little more easier. But if you're in that fat loss phase and you're wondering why you're not losing weight, or you've been trying to lose weight for a while, it might be just because you're allowing too much variety. You're so focused on variety. And I've had a lot of clients like this, and it's my clients, and this is a proven study. The people that eat the same things over have better results. So I want you to keep that in mind as I'm going through this. Okay, so the first thing I did was go into my FitnessPal. My macros are set up in there. I'm currently in a slight deficit because I still need to be able to support my training. So I do need a lot of food, but I'm small, right? So a lot of food for me, but maybe not a lot of food for other people. But anyway, moving on. So my macros are set up in my FitnessPal. So the first thing I did was I was like, okay, I know I'm going to eat the same oatmeal that I've been eating every single day. So I programmed in what my breakfast is, and I'm going to tell you exactly what that is. It is a quarter cup of oats, about 50 grams of cauliflower rice, frozen, put it in there. It is half a cup of egg whites, and then I add an apple and cinnamon. Perfect. So that meal is set. And then the other thing too is I already have a fridge full of apples. I already have egg whites from Costco. They last a while when you buy them in bulk. I've already got the oats. Oats is something that also lasts a while. And I already have cauliflower rice in my freezer. So I already have this stuff. So that doesn't need to get added to my grocery list. So none of my breakfast groceries needed to be added, okay? The next thing I did was I know that I want to make my taco soup recipe, that's going to be one of my meals. So I put that in for my macros and also looked at what ingredients I need for that. So I looked at what I had for that. I already have all the spices, and I already had the frozen corn. So then what I needed was the meat. So I got ground turkey. Last time I did it with beef. This time I'm going to save on the fat and use ground turkey. So I've got the ground turkey. These are only $6 each at the grocery store right now. Freaking perfect. I needed a can of black beans, a can of tomato sauce, and 2 cans of chopped tomatoes and green chilies. So that's it. So added those to my grocery list. Perfect. So just so you know, the way that I'm doing this is I'm doing 4 meals a day, and that's what I'm planning. No snacks. Sometimes, I recommend 3 meals a day and then 2 snacks. I prefer eating larger amounts, so I'm doing 4 meals a day. Okay. So my next one, I'm really into Annie's gluten-free mac and cheese rice pasta right now. So my next meal, 1 cup of Annie's, 3 ounces of extra lean ground beef, and then frozen vegetables in there. Perfect. So I added that. I got 2 boxes of Annie's. I got my ground beef. And what else did I say? The vegetables. The bag of frozen vegetables that I got are really high in fiber, and the whole bag was like $2.50. You really save money on frozen vegetables because they don't go bad and they're cheaper. Okay, and then for my last meal, I actually just kind of thought about what I already have in the house. We always have a ton of rice because we get it from Costco, so it lasts a long time, and I've got frozen green beans in the freezer. So my 4th meal is going to be a cup of rice, a cup of green beans, and more ground beef. So I might need to pick up another ground beef through the week because I might go through it kind of fast because I'm using 2 meals for that. But I've already planned it out. I've got it under control. Oh my gosh, I forgot one of my meals. I forgot about the Greek yogurt. So actually, first thing in the morning when I get up, I have Greek yogurt mixed with protein. Maybe throw a few strawberries. So I also had to get Greek yogurt. So I've got everything I need for the week. It came to $52. I'm going to eat the same thing for the week. And then next week I'll probably change it up, or once I run out of these groceries, then I will. This will last me, everything will last me about 5 days. So like it's not too bad. And then come Friday or Saturday, I'll redo everything, right? Like I said, I might need to pick up more ground beef, but that's about it. So you can do it easy, you can do it cheap. Your variety is in the different meals you're eating by the day. And then after 5 days, you can switch it up if that's what you want to. A lot of people like to eat the same thing. So as I put each of these meals in, I just watched my macros accumulate in my FitnessPal and made any adjustments that I need to, right? Like let's say my carbs were over. My carbs are over, then I might adjust my rice a little bit. Might adjust my rice, might adjust Annie's and add more veggies for volume, right? That's the other thing with veggies, especially with frozen. It adds more volume without a lot of calories, so it helps keep you feeling full longer, and you need the fiber in your diet too, okay? Maybe if I'm short on protein, I'm going to have an extra scoop of protein powder. That's the other thing. Protein powder is something that's always going to be in my house too, right? So when you buy those things that like last for a long time, it will save you money on weekly groceries. And then maybe like once a month, you have a little more of an more expensive grocery bill, or if you want to try different recipes, right? So that pretty much sums it up. So then the only thing I need to do, I'm going to cook my pasta today. I'm going to cook my ground beef. I'm going to cook rice, and I'm going to make the taco soup. And I shouldn't really need to spend more than 90 minutes prepping and cooking. And then they're all done, and I can just put the meals together as I go. Super simple, super easy. Thanks for tuning in. I hope that helped. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Cheers and happy snacking.